arriving at Old Mill Station.
Hey everyone, today is Sunday, September 7th. The time is 3:26 p.m. and I'm here at the westbound platform at Old Mill Station that opened back in 1968. And you can see how peaceful this station is. And I just got off the westbound train. I rode all the way here from Bloor-Yonge Station. And over there will be the Humber River just down below the Line 2 bridge. And the plan for this video is that I'll be making my way south from here to Humber Bay Shores. And then from there, I do plan on to fire up a live stream. And from Humber Bay Shores, I'll be walking to downtown on a live stream after this video. Oops. There we go. So I am just leaving the station. So the route I have in mind is that we'll be walking west on Bloor all the way to Prince Edward Drive South. Then we're gonna head south down Prince Edward Drive South to Berry Road, and then we're gonna head east to Park Lawn Road, and then we'll head south down Park Lawn Road. That will take us all the way down to Humber Bay Shores. So we do want to look at Old Mill Station. And this station is one of my favorite stations online too. I've been doing like many subway action videos here at Old Mill Station a lot of times for my channel. And the next westbound train arrives in 2 minutes, and apparently there's a closure on line 2 this weekend between Islington and Kipling stations due to significant track work. I'm hoping to catch a few trains before I leave the station, but I think I hear an eastbound train that's arriving in 1 minute. So I'll wait here, why not? At least I want to get a few trains captured here at Old Mill Station before I depart here. temperature outside is around 18 degrees Celsius, but it kind of feels a bit cooler. It kind of feels like 15 degrees. And it was supposed to rain today. And then once I left my apartment, it didn't rain at all. Here comes a westbound train. We're heading to Islington. Alright, so far 2 trains captured here. Plus my own train that I was just on. And at the station you can board the 66 Prince Edward bus that will take you from here to Humber Loop. That will be the A branch, and then the B branch will take you from here to Lakeshore West, which is next to, not too far from Humber Bay Shores. So we are in the affluent neighborhood of the Kingsway. And as of today, being September 7th, is the last day of the Taste of the Kingsway festival along Bloor West in the Kingsway neighborhood. I was there back on Friday, and I made a video checking out the Taste of the Kingsway along Bloor West from Prince Edward Drive South all the way to Montgomery Road. Now let's cross here. This is Old Mill Trail. Old Mill Station. Alright, let's head west on Bloor. So we just left Old Mill Station not too long ago. So I am back here in the affluent neighborhood of the Kingsway. I remember last time I did a walk from Humber Loop all the way to Old Mill Station. So I think this should be at least an hour walk, or over an hour, from Old Mill to Humber Bay Shores. And also the Cavishtown Festival is taking place at the corner of Parliament Street and Wellesley. The Cavishtown Festival runs from Wellesley along Parliament, I think down to Gerard, if not mistaken. There's also the Cavishtown Festival along Carlton Street, just a bit west of Parliament Street. And I told myself that, you know what, I'll do the Cavishtown Festival next year. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it this year, but I was like, yeah, I'll just skip. But at least I've covered the taste of the Kingsway, and that video will be coming up very soon. I'm not sure when, but very soon in the next coming week or so. So we are on the north side of Bloor West, heading west. There's the Kingsway coming up, and on the left you'll see the Kingsway condominiums. Yeah, the weather is not too bad. It was supposed to rain, but at least it's cloudy. Not too hot and not too cold. It's the Kingsway coming up. That begins north of Bloor Street West. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Here is Old Mill Road. That was the 149 Etobicoke Bloor bus. It will be in diversion due to the Taste of the Kingsway Festival happening. Let's cross here. We'll stick on the south side of Bloor West. That's a really nice looking building. These are the Kingsway condominiums. There goes the Prince Edward bus. That's the 8 branch. It will be heading to Humber Loop. And it's very rare that I do videos on this Sunday, because normally on weekends I would normally do live streams, but I've decided to do something a little bit different. But I will be going live after this video. I'll start my stream at Humber Bay Shores once I end my video. Then I'm going to head back east all the way towards downtown. And of course today is day 4 of TIFF as well. I might check out TIFF again during my stream later on if if I feel like it. And on the left is the Park Lawn Cemetery. And the Cabbage Festival is celebrating its 46th annual anniversary. It's a 2-day festival. It began yesterday and it runs until today. Today being the last day. It's one of the oldest street festivals in the neighborhood of Cabbage Town. I think Johnny covered the Cabbage Shop Festival yesterday. I was watching his video this morning. And the festival is straight ahead at the corner of Prince Edward Drive South and Bloor Street West is where the Taste of the Kingsway Festival is taking place in the affluent neighborhood of the Kingsway. Today is the last day. It began back on Friday. I was there on Friday. It's celebrating its 27th year edition. And it's one of South Etobicoke's largest street festivals. I've already went there, so no need for me to go there again. But at least we'll see a few like midway rides. As we will be passing by. I bet right now that the Taste of the Kingsway is very lively and busy right now on its last day. Got these low-rise apartments along the stretch of Bloor. And I'm hearing music right now. As I am approaching Taste of the Kingsway, that's the eastern start of the festival that's being held. I see the fun slide straight ahead. There's a view of the Park Lawn Cemetery. And looking back east along Bloor West. It's a cloudy day today. Look at all the clouds in the sky. I don't think that I need my shades right now, as I am wearing my cool shades and I'm rocking my John Deere hat once again like last time. Alright, here we are at Prince Edward Drive and Bloor Street West. This will be the start of Taste of the Kingsway. I covered that festival back on Friday evening. Even though I've covered it, we can see the first half of it. That's the fun slide at the start of the festival. And just next to the fun slide will be the teacup rides. It's a 3-day festival, free admission. So today being the last day. At least I've covered it back on Friday, September 5th. So I'm good. And you'll see like a lot of kids having fun riding those midway rides. It's similar to like the CNE from last week. The fun slide though reminds me of the Euro slide at the CNE. Let's head south down Prince Edward Drive South. It will take us down to Berry Road. In fact, I've covered this stretch of Prince Edward Drive South back on August 18th when I was heading north in the opposite direction. Now we're heading south. And tomorrow will be another weekday. Another school day tomorrow. So we're walking alongside the Park Lawn Cemetery. That's on my left, and along this stretch of Prince Edward Drive South is a very nice street though. Lots of nice houses, homes, but they're really expensive though. Very pricey, of course. And I can't even afford to buy these houses because they're really expensive. Such a cool landscape too. Meadowvale Drive. Toronto Fire Station. I like how peaceful this street is. Here along Prince Edward Drive South. There's the entrance to the Park Lawn Cemetery right here. Oop. I think that motorcycle almost slipped. So we're on the east side of Prince Edward Drive South, heading south. We're heading down to Berry Road, Berry and Prince Edward. And then once we reach Berry Road, we're going to head east again, back east. And then we'll take Park Lawn Road south all the way towards Humber Bay Shores. Edgemore Drive on the right. I'm thinking one day that I should stream here along Prince Edward Drive South. I think the connection here should be quite okay. Oh, I have 2 bars. Yeah, it should be okay for streaming. I mean, so for the connection here is not so bad. But we are getting further south of Flora West. Here comes the Prince Edward bus. That's the B branch heading to Lakeshore West. That's where I'll be heading. So we're doing the B branch right now. Because the B branch, though, the 66 B branch will turn right onto Parkland Road from Berry Road. Last time I walked along Stephen Drive from the Queensway to Berry Road, and then I was heading west to Prince Edward Drive South. That was during my last video. Back on August 18th of this year. Heading to Old Mill Station, where I came from. You know, I really love this street. So many green trees, lots of greenery along the way. And very soon it will be fall. In the next coming weeks. Alright, so once we arrive at Berry Road, we're gonna stick on the south side of Berry. Speaking of Berry, I have to visit Berry, Ontario, which is way up north of Toronto. Way in the greater Toronto area. And I have to do a video and a stream there one day soon. I'm not sure when. I've been wanting to go to Berry and make a video or a live stream. I mean, who knows? Maybe by this month or next month I might go there. Probably with Yoshi, because he was there recently. Henry and Liam, they both did a really great stream at Berry. I'm not sure if Johnny or Ken covered Berry. For me, I didn't. So that's why I'm planning to at least go to Barrie and like one day and make a video or a stream. Let's cross here. I want to be on the west side of Prince Edward Drive South. All right, now we're on the other side of Prince Edward Drive South. So we're over half an hour in. I am quite almost at 4K subs. The only problem is that my sub account keeps dropping for some reason. There's always a YouTube glitch. There's Sunny Lee Avenue West looking west. No sidewalks along that street. There's Sunny Lee Park across the street. It's a really nice park. There's a tennis court and a playground behind it. Here is so nice. This street here is very residential. Alright, so I think we're not too far though from Barrie Road coming up. Let's see here. Oh, so the Cabbage Festival has been running since 1979. It's a long time. For at least 46 years, which is a very long time.
Guys, again, they're getting brand new Ranger stock.
Glenillion Drive West. It's almost 4 o'clock. And very soon the leaves will be changing colors from green to yellow / light red. So we'll see different colorful leaves once fall arrives, once summer ends. So by the end of this month, we'll see a lot of these trees in different leaf colors. And there's not even that much traffic along this stretch because there's like a lot of houses, homes, and that's why the street is very residential. Elder Ridge Avenue. I really like the size of these houses on the right. And they look a bit small. But these ones on the left, like this house number 99 looks a bit big. I like how these two houses are the same. They look pretty much the same. Alright, so we are not too far though from the Stonegate Queensway neighborhood, which is on the right. That's on Royal York Road, which is just west of Prince Edward Drive South. But it's such a very nice neighborhood along this stretch. Lots of nice houses. There's Grandview Boulevard South. Looking west. I think these houses are townhouses to me, from what I'm seeing. I think they're more likely attached to one another. And we have arrived at Berry Road. This will be the end of Prince Edward Drive South. So on the right, there is no access to Royal York Road. As the yellow sign shows, it says no access to Royal York Road. So let's head east on Berry Road. There goes the Prince Edward bus. Alright, that was the walk along Prince Edward Drive South. Now we're on Berry Road heading east on the south side. If I was walking on the other side of Berry Road, I would get a nice view of the Aura looking all the way east towards downtown. So last time I was on the north side of Berry Road heading west. This time I'm on the south side. And my Pocket 3 camera is at 51%. There's some decent battery left on my camera. So this video will be a long video, and afterwards I'll be firing up a live stream at Humber Bay Shores. Again, this area is peaceful. This is Bonneview Drive. And if you think this street, Berry Road, like, for example, Palmy Boulevard, if you compare this street to that street in North York, it's even like more peaceful and residential. Alright, this is Glen Murray Drive. Right now we're approaching Park Lawn Road. I'll be making a right very soon. And just north of the intersection of Berry Road and Park Lawn Road, you'll find yourself a very nice park just north of here called Park Lawn Park. I may do a video there, I'm not sure. And look at that downtown skyline. If I was standing on the other side, I would see the Aura, which is at College Park. But I'm seeing these tall buildings, and I can barely see One Bloor West, one of the tallest skyscrapers in the country. If I can zoom in, yeah, I can barely see One Bloor West off in that direction. That's so cool. And not too far though from the neighborhood of the Queensway Humber Bay, which is just south of here. That's where I'll be heading. They've got these mini apartments, those low-rise apartments, just east of Park Lawn Road, along Berry. So we'll cross here, and we're going to be walking on the east side of Park Lawn Road. Park Lawn and Berry. Well, that scared me. That's an ambulance. That scared me. As soon as I crossed the street, all of a sudden I heard a loud siren from the ambulance. Probably like a real emergency or something.
Hey, Samuel, try it.
There goes the ice cream truck. And here they got more of these low-rise apartments on the east side of Park Lawn Road. And I think these low-rise apartments are, I think, only for rent, because it says rental inquiries. That's my guess. Look, another low-rise apartment. And you can tell that these low-rise apartments, the one over there looks a bit old. But it looks nice to me. I haven't covered this stretch of Park Lawn Road on my channel before. It's a very nice street though, like Prince Edward Drive South, where I was earlier in this video. And some of the leaves are starting to fall down onto the grass because soon it will be fall. And I can't wait for the upcoming Halloween next month. It's gonna be a blast, and next month you'll see all these houses being decorated with Halloween costumes and decorations, all that sort of thing. There's the St. Mark's Catholic Church. And over there we got the Humber Bay Shore skyline. These tall condos. And all the plazas along the Queensway will have plans to be redeveloped to be building more condos. And it's very sad to see a lot of notice signs almost on every plaza. It's like every one of them. Due to redevelopment, all that sort of thing. Okay. This car didn't want to wait for me to cross. There's a convenience store on the left. I think that's the Parklawn convenience, Parklawn Grocery and Variety. And that's the Crunch. Yeah, thank God that it's not raining today. Otherwise, I would have canceled my live stream anyways. But well, at least though I didn't cancel it. Alright, now we're almost at the Queensway. Last Sunday I streamed along that stretch of the Queensway I was walking all the way west to the Queensway and Islington, and I was heading north to Bloor and then west to Kipling. That was a long stream I did last Sunday during the long Liberty weekend, during the air show, and during the last weekend of the CNE, of course. Christ Church, St. James. Anglican Church. All right, we're almost at the Queensway, so not too far from Humber Bay shores. I will end off this video with a nice view of the downtown skyline and the CN Tower itself. And we've made it to the Queensway. Almost 1 hour in. And on the left will be the Ontario Food Terminal. And my bucket 3 is at 40%. Not bad, we're almost there anyways. I was here back on Sunday during my live stream. Look at that view. So incredible. So last time I walked west along that stretch of the Queensway, along this stretch to Islington. And it's cool that they saved the big giant feeder at the Queensway and Islington, the big giant simplex feeders. It was scheduled to be demolished, but thank God it's saved for at least for 20 years. So we're still on Park Lawn Road heading south. There's the Gardner straight ahead. So now along this stretch is where you see like a few stores, supermarkets. There's Tim Hortons on the right. There's a Starbucks as well, and you got more of these tall condos. And then once you cross the Queensway on Park Lawn Road, you'll see all these nice houses. So that will be the residential street area just north of the Queensway along Park Lawn Road. Now here it gets more like less busy or more busy with all these with a few stores and including one cafe or two of them, Starbucks and Timmy's. And during rush hours, you'll see this whole stretch being packed with cars because they'll be using the Gardner. The Gardner can get, extra busy at rush hours too. So that's why here it gets more livelier, like more noisy. Like when I was north of the Queensway along Parkland Road, heading south, along that stretch was peaceful. But now right here where I'm walking, it's a little bit noisy. So the Etobicoke neighborhood is just west of here. That's where Etobicoke GO station is. I barely see a GO train on the Lakeshore West Line bridge. Yeah, I can see it. I think it's just sitting there. As the Queensway Service Center across the street. Oh, now the GO train is moving. It's heading east to Union. So there's the Ontario Food Terminal. It's a great company. You know, my most favorite street here in the borough of Etobicoke is Parkland Road and Prince Edward Drive South. There's a separate truck passing by. So now we are officially in Etobicoke, in the city's west end, as we're walking underneath the Gardner Expressway. The sidewalk here is a bit narrow, even on the west side of Parkland. Parkland Road. That's the GO train. It's a long GO train. I'm seeing someone's Instagram post on my phone that Angelina Jolie is at TIFF. She's one of the famous actress. So another celebrity, Angelina Jolie, is at TIFF. I think I missed that. Oh well. At least I'll be checking out TIFF again today on my live stream later on. And by the time I get to downtown, it'll be like around what time? 7 or 8 o'clock. These are really nice condos. And these ones too. No sign on that fence. So in this area, I wonder what here will be filled with. Maybe more condos, I'm not sure. Because there's a notice sign attached to that fence. So I think around this area, I think they're going to be possibly building more condos. I'm not sure. Possibly not. I have no idea, to be honest. And my Pocket 3 camera is at it's at 30%. We'll still make it. There is a metro on the right. The metro at Park Lawn and Lakeshore. As we are not too far though from Lakeshore West. I think we'll what we'll do is I think we'll head east on Lakeshore and then south down Marine Parade Drive. Yeah, so we'll just take Lakeshore West east from here, from Park Lawn to Marion Parade Drive, and then I'll find a nice skyline view to end my video before my stream. This will be the Humber Bay Shores area at Lakeshore and Park Lawn Road. Alright, welcome to Lakeshore and Park Lawn. Next to Humber Bay Park East. Welcome to Humber Bay Park East. Here comes the 507 Long Branch streetcar. It'll be heading to Long Branch, the very west end. Whoa, what was that? What the hell was that? What on earth? That was loud. So we're on Lakeshore West. Yeah, that driver pushed the gas pedal way too hard. That's why that car made a lot of noises. Welcome to Lakeshore. Ooh, Monkey Sushi. Not money, but Monkey Sushi. I wanna try out that place. There's one at Yorkville, just not too far from Bloryong Station. Monkey Sushi, not money sushi. Monkey Sushi. Where did money sushi came from? I got that out of nowhere. You know, that whole open space across the street, they should add more condos. That's why there's a notice sign over there. Or maybe, who knows, maybe instead of condos they might, you know, build more shopping plazas or whatever, or malls. So if I was to describe these tall condos, I would describe them as these water park condos, since they're next to the waterfront at Humber Bay Shore Park East. Silver Moon Drive coming up. And my Pocket 3 is at 24%. Oh boy. Oh, they closed the sidewalk. Alright, pedestrians. I'll walk here. Why not? I don't know why that guy is walking on the bike lane. Looks like they're probably fixing the road. That's why there's construction right here. I think this road is a bit bumpy. They're trying to fix it and make it more smooth. Maybe that's why. Brooker's Lane. Look, there's Lake Ontario straight ahead. What a gorgeous view that is, way down there. Here comes the 507 Long Branch streetcar. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, so far it's been a fun walk from Old Mill Station all the way down here on a cloudy Sunday late afternoon. It's a bit chilly right now. And my camera is at 20%. Hey, at least we're almost there anyways. I will charge my camera once I get home, because I will definitely need it for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be doing a mall video somewhere way up north in Newmarket. That will be Upper Canada Mall. I haven't really done a video at Upper Canada Mall on my channel, so I'm thinking of going there tomorrow and make a video. There goes the 507 Long Branch. It's heading to Humber Loop and then back west towards Long Branch. So we're alongside the Gardner that's on my left. The Gardner can be more busier at rush hour. But right now, because it's a Sunday, there shouldn't be that much traffic along the Gardner. And last Sunday when I was at Humber Bay Park, when I was standing at the Humber Bay River, that's where I saw a lot of the jets and snowbirds during the 2025 air show. That was massive during last weekend of summer. Alright, this is Marine Parade Drive right here. So let's head south. That's a cool restaurant called the Steakhouse Argentino Restaurant, based from